bring in the chat.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Gameweek 26 podcast. My name is Ryan from the Football Chatbox, and I'm joined by my co-host, Karan. How are you doing?
Hey man, how you doing? We were just talking about it.
Yeah, so
Bit of a disappointing double.
I know, right? We're supposed to be joined by Roy as well, and I don't know where he is, but maybe he might appear out of the nowhere. So we'll see if he does. We'll have him as well. But yeah, like you said, disappointing double. Definitely not a double that I was expecting, to be honest. I went in with like so much hope and promise, and to be ending the double game week with potentially even less than 100 points, it's kind of odd with 7 double game weeks. So I don't know what to say. But yeah, that's. What do you think? First of all, actually, your double so far seems to be pretty good. You took a -8, but score seems to be pretty good so far. What do you think about the double, and also where do you stand with the Haaland triple captaincy decision?
There's been a lot of variance. Things like Jota getting injured, Salah coming on unexpectedly, Darwin now maybe injured, right? I mean, and I think the KDB resting, like lots of things like that. But okay, let's talk about the triple cap. Let's probably get it out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm very strongly of the opinion that was a good decision.
Yep, same.
He just missed a bunch of chances. I don't think I could have possibly predicted that.
Yeah. I don't think neither of us could have predicted that. Plus, predicting Chelsea to actually turn up on the day and play the way they did as well, given their recent history.
They turned up, but like when your triple captain gets 3 XG across 2
that's
games,
true. Yeah,
and scores 1 goal, like it is just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like if anyone of like if I told you that game would be like a 3-1 game before the game started, you go, yeah, sure, yeah, probably it will be a 3-1 game. And XG wise, it could have been a 3-1 game.
It was a 3-1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that Haaland just didn't have his shooting boots on the day.
And honestly, 10. Wait, what did he get total? 10 points, right?
10 points, yes.
Yeah, 10 points is not that bad.
True.
It's just not that bad because everyone would have double captained him anyway.
Yeah.
So that's it. You would have got 10 points more than them, but you know the triple captainship is just not that consequential. So
yeah, fair enough. But I feel like the thing with I look at the triple captaincy, I'm like, if it gets 20 points or above, I feel like it's a success. Anything below, I felt like, it's a wasted chip. But I've had so many situations before as well, where sometimes the triple captaincy works, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah.
So it is what it is, right? You're not always going to get it right. Again, end of the day, I think the decision was still right to try and triple captain him, given the fixtures and the form and everything. It's just the variance just didn't hit. And unfortunately, we fell.
I think the expected minutes was the most important thing. We managed to get 180 minutes out of Haaland as a triple captain. That's a really big deal.
Yeah, but we didn't get the points. That's the problem.
Yeah, but minutes leads to points.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think that was fine. That's whatever. I think those that didn't triple will now have a bit of a chance to
catch up and make.
Yeah, I think the Solanke thing is also good because of minutes.
Yeah.
The 28 triple, like he'll get 180 minutes. But then in 37, there might be an opportunity to
bench boost,
try and triple cap Haaland again or Son again or something like that.
Yeah, true.
So those who didn't fire this week, they've got a chance.
Yeah, there are a couple opportunities, and now they probably have. You could say the advantage is with them for the moment, just because of the low barrier for the triple captain. But then again, people who didn't play the triple captaincy this week, maybe they played a bench boost. Maybe bench boosters also really didn't fire this week because you would be relying on Brentford, Luton to keep clean sheets and whatnot. So far it hasn't seemed like it. But the other funny thing was, so the double game started off really well. At least for me, I had Jota and Darwin. And I was like, Jota is assisting Darwin. Really, this is amazing, great start. And then Jota goes injured. Like, okay, gone. That's him out for like a couple months at least. Then Darwin doesn't come on. First half substitute. I'm like, oh my god, things are going worse. When you see
Yeah.
the first game of like the City game, and you're like, this is the worst double I can think of. And the fact is, I bought in KDB, I bought in Darwin, and I bought in Jota, and all of those players I bought in for a hit as well in separate game weeks. And Salah came and outscored all of them combined.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And he still has one more game left potentially, Salah. So, it is what it is. I guess when it rains, it pours.
Yes.
So, anyways,
I mean, if we'd known Salah was fit, I think
Yeah.
we both would have tried to get him.
yeah, that's the thing. If he was starting and we got that information that he was starting instead of like not starting, then I think we would have got him.
I expected him to get like 60 minutes in the second game, maybe 30 minutes in the first game.
Yeah. We definitely didn't see it because the injury forced Klopp's hand to bring him in early as well. Ideally, Klopp would have loved to have given him like 30 minutes in the first game. But yeah, oh well, it is what it is now. But it seems like the rumor is that he might have aggravated his injury again. So we're not sure whether he's
I haven't
fit.
seen that from any credible source. It was just the same Twitter account that keeps
Yeah,
posting it.
and then Klopp said that he has to monitor Darwin and Salah day by day. But we got a leak saying that Darwin is most likely out for the Luton game. So we'll want to wait and see. We'll know tomorrow, obviously. But let's get straight into blank game week 26, because a lot of decisions that we make now might impact how we look forward to game week 29. Now, where do you stand at the moment with game week 29? What's your plan of attack?
I think I'm slightly leaning towards free hit. Yeah, I think I'm in favor of really attacking 28 and leaning towards free hit to not so much for the upside you get in that game week, but for the
upside elsewhere,
the good team planning things that happen in other game weeks. So I'm leaning towards that, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, same.
I'm just sort of waiting. I'm waiting for that the fixture news to come out before 27 deadline. So I don't.
Fair enough. Yeah, I must say I'm open to it. I'm open to the idea of free hitting, mainly because, like you said, right? I don't want to. The mistake I made before this game week 26 was not getting in like Richarlison and all when he had like a really good run of fixtures, and I was like, oh, Spurs are blanking in 26. I don't want to get Richarlison, and I missed out all those points. So I don't want to make the same mistake going into this next couple of game weeks where I go, well, we don't know if this player is going to be playing in 29 or not, and just miss out. And this week especially, we have some really good tasty fixtures for some good teams against.
There's lots of good teams that blank in 29. So if you follow that logic, you might miss out, like you just said.
That's why. So I don't want to do that again. So that's why this week I'm gonna try and attack it, try and get in like a player that I like who's having a good fixture for the next next three at least. So let's start with Aston Villa versus Forest. Now Watkins continues to do well. They do have a fixture in 29, Aston Villa. Forest. Now I haven't watched Forest, but I was doing the last 6 game week stats. For defense, and they are second. Is
really
mind blowing for me as well. But this is not a thing because I think last week they were 4th or something. So they've kind of been up here, Forest. Not like a new thing where they suddenly just appeared from nowhere. Their last 6 game weeks.
They played Westham, Newcastle,
Bournemouth, Arsenal, Brentford, and United.
Good teams.
They haven't kept a clean. The last game they kept a clean sheet, but they haven't kept a clean sheet in any of the other games. However, let me actually find out how many XGC they considered the highest in each specific game, to be honest, because that would actually give us a better idea.
So important noting that 4 of those 6 games were at home.
Yes, that's true.
And this is an away game.
Yep. The highest XG they considered was against Brentford, 1.29, and then Arsenal, 1.23. Everything else
1.29 is very good.
Yeah, that's what. Everything else was like 0.48, 0.56.
And
Bournemouth,
any defense that concedes less than 1.5 is on average is a pretty good defense in the
yeah,
Premier League,
yeah,
and less than 1 is elite.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So they're doing good things first, interestingly.
Okay.
So we kind of have to see. Look at that, 5.39 XG conceded in the
I
last
think
six.
I think the only thing that realistically changes is maybe Watkins is not an amazing captain option.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the
Yeah, I think
one
that's the
thing.
only, like, I'm still playing all my Villa players.
Yeah,
That's one.
yeah, yeah. So like even if you look at the big chances conceded, right? There's
Yeah.
only six big chances conceded. So
Oh, that's really good.
it seems like they have improved Forest defense. So that's one thing to kind of keep in mind. But that, yeah, only thing that changes, I think, from a FPL point of view, is you don't play your captaincy on Watkins this week. You're looking to be
Yeah.
a Maverick and change. Now, apart from that, Villa assets. Apart from Watkins, are we confident in any others? Now, Power has played 90 minutes.
I think I'm a lot more bullish on the defense now that Powell's back.
Okay.
I think, yeah, their defense has been a shambles since he's been out, to be
Yeah.
honest. Even when he was there, because they play such a high line, they're always capable of, giving away a big chance on the counter. And Forest are a team that play on the counter. Like,
Yep.
every time I watch them, by the way, Elanga looks absolutely electric because he's always running in behind and he's like the fastest guy on the pitch.
Yeah.
So, the Forest are a direct counter-attacking team with fast wingers. So there's a strong chance. I have double Villa defense. So, but yeah, I'm still playing them. Yeah. I think Pau Torres back makes Villa defense a lot better.
Yep.
And I think it also probably lets Alex Moreno attack a bit more.
Yeah. So you still like Alex Moreno still probably first choice left back.
First choice, but he's been getting hooked off
Yeah.
between 80 and 85 for Dean. Dean might get a start here and there. I expect Moreno to be first choice. He was first choice last year when fit.
At the moment, go ahead.
Even though Dean had a really good first half of the season, I still think Moreno is the guy.
Yeah. At the moment, I think if I was to pick one, I think I might go Paul just for the safety reasons. Because also Europa League, I think they're in. Europa League is starting after Gameweek 27 for them as well. So that will also play part of rotation and all of that. So that I'm not sure where Luka Dean and Moreno might rotate in that specific situation. So I'm pretty kind of confident with Pau Torres instead. And also Pau Torres is slightly more cheaper if anyone needs money.
I mean, if I bought one now, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah.
Same as what you said, yeah.
Midfield, Leon Bay, too much.
Leon Bay is a good shot.
Yeah.
I think he's could be a good punt if you. Okay, so there'll be a lot of people looking to move Jota on.
Yes.
Right.
Jota Replacements.
I think Jota to Leon Bailey could be a nice move. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Why don't we talk about Jota Replacements?
Okay. Yeah, I can.
As its whole discussion, because that's like a whole.
While you're saying that, let me actually record that as well and upload that as a short. Okay, so go ahead. Jota Replacements. Where do we stand? I'll nominate a few players for Jota Replacements, and you let me know what you think.
Okay, you tell me your top three. I'll tell you my top three.
Okay, my top three, I would have no particular order. Hwang Hee-chan.
Yeah.
This assumes that you already have Saka, because if you don't have Saka, Saka is just number one.
Yeah. That's a good fine assumption.
I would have Odegaard and Neto. Neto or Leon Bay, depends on how you want to play the chip.
Okay. I think mine would be Chan.
Yeah.
In this order.
Okay.
It would be probably Chan. What the hell?
Oh, that's Apple's new feature. If you press your it shows like a like button. Yeah.
Okay.
So make sure to like the stream, people. Continue.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, indeed.
And then probably Hwang Hee-chan for me. Then, Saka if you don't have him. Probably Garnacho if you don't have him.
Yep.
And I think I would probably go Leon Bailey over Neto. I know Neto's playing amazing. I just think he is more assist threat than goal threat.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe with Cunha out, Neto is a goal threat, but I don't really think so.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Hwang Hee-chan is the main goal threat.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about those. So let's talk about Hwang Hee-chan and Hwang Hee-chan. I think Garnacho by default as an enabler people might have, but if you don't, again, kind of makes sense.
Okay, I've got another one. I've got
yes.
a left field one.
Okay, go.
Trossard, if he's getting the minutes.
Ooh.
He has looked really good of
Yeah,
late.
I don't mind that actually. He's getting goals as well recently.
I was actually hoping Roy would be here because I wanted to ask him about this.
Yeah, that's what I was, because I put Arsenal on the thumbnail as well, expecting Roy to come, but no Roy. Our resident Arsenal fan is MIA. Don't know what's happened. But yeah.
Look, Trossard's been getting 70, 75 minutes last few games.
Yeah.
And then Nketiah has been coming on for the last 15, 20. If Jesus is still out, which I think he is, I think Trossard should get 75 minutes.
Yeah.
Which
he's
looked really good.
Yeah, this thing. I just got a reply from Roy as well. He's been held up by stuff.
Okay.
Do we need him or do we just continue?
No, we can continue.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, those are a couple options for Jota replacements. Yeah. I'll just tell Roy that we'll get him next week.
Cool. Ask him the Trossard thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think Trossard could be a nice little punt. Newcastle defense are atrocious, as we all know. And
yes.
Arsenal attack are electric. So this should be a high scoring game, right?
It should be because they've been scoring like 6-5 and whatnot.
This could be like a 5-1, 5-0.
Yeah. So we talked now between Hee-chan and Odegaard or Trossard as well. My initial thoughts are, I think Hee-chan has good fixtures as well, but I think Odegaard also has really good fixtures and Trossard as well. I'm leaning more towards Arsenal for the moment. One, because the better team at home against Newcastle. They are away against Sheffield, which if we go by our logic of Sheffield being more attacking at their own ground, kind of plays into Arsenal's hands. And then 28 is against Brentford, and then 29 at the moment no fixture, but you never know. If let's say for example Chelsea end up losing to Leeds in the FA Cup, Arsenal could have a fixture.
Yeah, okay. So I was looking at it just for this game week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think probably over the longer term, Odegaard is a better pick.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, we asked Roy as well in terms of Arsenal options apart from Saka. He mentioned Gabriel and Trossard.
He mentioned Trossard?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So he said, need to see how we get on tomorrow in the Champions League, which is true. We need to kind of wait and see how Arsenal do in the Champions League as well. And whether anything happens there or not. But yeah,
if Jesus is back,
yeah.
So I think Trossard could be a nice little pick.
Yep. The other options, and is that Roy who's in the chat? I don't know.
No, it's a different Roy. It's my friend.
Okay, it's your friend Roy. Welcome, Roy. Welcome. So Mitoma, Sarabia is another one who potentially might have pens, potentially, but we don't know. It could be him or Hee-chan for Wolves.
I don't love Mitoma. I think it's fine. I think the options we mentioned all have higher upside.
Yeah, fair enough. The one problem with me with Brighton, now that Europa League is starting as well, too much rotation.
Yep.
Especially like if you have Estupinian. At this point, I'm thinking of just if you have Estupinian, just sell. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Sarabia, the one thing I don't like is he gets hooked off a bit early for my liking. But there is a slight upside. Although I do think Hee-chan is better. And Neto is also better.
What about a Bruno Fernandes?
I might pick Garnacho over Bruno at the moment.
Yeah.
Because like even with the Luton game, Garnacho should have scored. He was put on through and he should have scored that goal. So I like Garnacho, and also Garnacho seems
he had
to
a
be playing
lot of shots as well.
Yeah, that's what he seems to be playing a lot of minutes as well. Because at the moment, if it's looking like Rashford is the one who's getting subbed off first, and then that means Garnacho switches back to the left.
Yeah.
So I prefer Garnacho for the moment. And if I was to go a second United attacker, I would
Oh,
go Højlund potentially.
yeah. Yeah, but
Uh,
I guess we're talking about midfield
Midfield, yeah.
spots.
So for Jota replacements, so I guess we have Hwang, Odegaard, Neto, Trossard are 4 options. Pick your poison in terms of the pick. And
Is
then
Hwang on
Leon Bailey.
penalties? Hwang
Who?
is on penalties, right?
Potentially. It's
Hwang?
between him or Sarabia. We still don't know who exactly. That's the
Okay.
one situation. So we're not really sure on that specific part, but it's between those two. So I, at the moment, slightly leaning towards the Arsenal player, just because of the possible situation of if Chelsea do lose, then fixture in 29. Whereas if
Yeah.
Wolves to kind of, let me actually go to the next one because it kind of helps. For Wolves to have a fixture in 29, they would need to, here we go. They would need to be, like Brighton would have to beat them, which is very possible. And Leicester would have to beat Bournemouth, which might also be possible because I think Leicester are leading in the championship right now. I wouldn't put it past that game also to happen, but it's a bit more unlikely compared to maybe Leeds beating Chelsea at the moment to get that Chelsea versus Arsenal game. But
Yeah.
I am keeping my options open in terms of willing to free hit and not free hitting. So I'm just looking more of the fixtures before that where Wolves have where is Wolves? They have Spurs, Sheffield United, and Newcastle.
So we will
Sorry,
definitely know the 29 game week before the end of
27.
the
Before
the
27
27
deadline.
deadline or the 28 deadline?
Before 27 deadline. So
Oh,
26
okay.
and 26 happens this weekend, and then
Yeah.
FA Cup during the week,
Yep.
and then 27 deadline on next weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, Sheffield United, Newcastle, and Fulham. For Wolves, Arsenal have Newcastle, Sheffield United, and Brentford. Good fixtures for both teams.
Yeah.
Anyone looking for Jota replacements? Okay. Brighton. Rotation, too much rotation. Avoid. Even though they're having
Yeah.
Adingra is doing.
To be honest, I haven't looked at Brighton FPL wise for
Yeah.
a few game weeks now, which
Yep.
is unusual. But
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
I
probably.
mean, Adingra is probably the best pick.
Yeah, but even then, I'm like just too much rotation and very unlikely to have a fixture in 29 if you're thinking about it as well.
Yeah.
Everton, not really. I have Brantwaite. I'm gonna play Brantwaite this week because I kind of have to.
Crystal Palace, too many injuries, right? None of the good players are available, right?
Yeah. Crystal Palace as well. Crystal Palace, Burnley, again another fixture where like Olise and Eze, not really.
I mean, if
there.
Eze was back, I would have maybe thought about Eze on that list.
Yeah, fair enough.
For this fixture, yeah.
Who do Palace have? They have Burnley, Spurs, and Luton. Yeah, it's not too bad from an attacking point of view, to be honest.
Not too bad at all, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is injuries for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Burnley, I'm not going to even think about it, even though they have a fixture in 29.
Next.
Not even worth it. United versus Fulham. Højlund and Højlund owners are enjoying the points. The only problem is, what do you do with Højlund?
You can't. It's just so hard to pick him when you have the 3 forwards sort of pick themselves.
Yeah, that's the problem. I need like a 4th spot. He's like that 4th striker that I want, but like I can't get him because I need the other strikers above him. Like
you want to have Haaland, Watkins, Solanke in place by next game week,
or by the week after as well, at least,
or by the week after. And if for some reason you don't want to have one of those, then you might want to have Adebayo or something.
Or even Tony for 29. If you
Tony, Tony, yeah. So it's like pick 3 from, or pick 2 really. Assuming Haaland is a lock.
That's what. So you have 2 spots, out of which even Watkins at this point is taking it as a lock. So you basically have one spot, and that's going to Solanke because he has the double game week and he's the captain favorite for that week.
Yes.
So you basically have no forward spots available. Unless you don't have Watkins and you have Højlund. Thing is, even in that specific situation...
Can you go back to fixtures? I want to see Villa's run till 29.
They've got Forest, Luton, and Spurs.
And they're definitely playing 29. So you can never ever sell Watkins.
No, but people have sold Watkins to get Darwin. So that's one.
Yeah, but they're probably planning to sell him.
They're getting back at him. Yeah, that's what.
That's fine for 25.
Yeah. The only thing where I would even consider Højlund is if United lose to Forest in the FA Cup and they get that Sheffield United fixture in 29.
I think if we know United is playing 29, I can
Then
I
I
can
would
see
be
how
okay.
you might want to lose Haaland in 28 for
Yes.
Højlund,
Yeah.
which is a nice little tongue twister. And then by game week 30, you could wild card and bring back Haaland or something like that.
Yeah. Or you could even wildcard 31 because City play Arsenal in 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you could have Højlund for that 3 week stretch,
yeah, exactly.
something like that.
Yeah.
And maybe 31 onwards, you can
You could have both.
have you can have Haaland, Højlund,
Yeah.
Watkins
Yeah.
as
your front line.
yeah.
So yeah, that's something to consider. But apart from that, I think it's only him and Garnacho that I'm at the moment. I would be interested in FPL assets from United.
I do think Højlund is running good.
Yes.
His underlying stats are good, but
Yeah.
he just doesn't take that many shots. So
No, they're getting better at finding him now, but there's still more room to like improve in terms of
yeah,
finding
but
him.
he has 2 or 3 medium-sized chances a game.
Yes.
It's not.
And his technique is so good that he'll take it.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing.
He's as a United fan. It looks like we found a real talent.
Yes,
So
I'm very happy with that.
and not only the finishing, he brings other people into the game. Like his hold up play is really good. So
I'm happy with that. Fulham, on the other hand, not really much to say. One more thing to add. There's no Paulinia this week. He's suspended.
So, sorry, what was that?
There's no Paulinia this week for Fulham.
Oh right.
Yeah, because he's suspended.
Well,
so that's another
even
thing.
more reason to
So that's one.
That United game is going to be, super end to end.
Yeah, it's been most of their games. The one thing that worries me is when we face City, and a lot of us have triple City and all, and we'll have to make decisions. So we'll get to that next week. All right, Bournemouth City. Now, KDB apparently didn't play because of a niggle in his hamstring area, so Pep didn't want to risk it. Now, there is a possibility that we get a leak for this game because it's not too far off from the deadline. Let's take a couple scenarios. If KDB doesn't start, what do you do? Do you sell or do you still start because you don't want to take a hit?
No, so I mean, Pep might have said KDB has a niggle, and he probably does. But I think if you look at City's fixture schedule, this is the game that it made most sense to rest him.
Yeah.
Because I'm just.
They have this game next, 26. Then they have the FA Cup.
So they have Bournemouth on the 25th.
Yes.
Then FA Cup on the 28th. Then City United on the 4th. Then Champions League 3 days later.
Yes.
Liverpool away 3 days later.
Yep.
Then Brighton away a week later, and then Arsenal away.
Brighton might not happen. Blank.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah.
That'll be the FA Cup round. Yeah. So whoever they get in the FA Cup.
So he played a full strength 11 versus Copenhagen in the first leg.
Yes.
And I assume he did that so he wouldn't have to play a full strength 11 in the second leg.
Yep.
Yeah, and they've got a 2-goal lead, so probably KDB can get away with only playing 50 minutes or something like that.
Yes.
Right? Then you can save him for Liverpool 4 days later.
Yeah, so you play him in the United one, you rest him in the Copenhagen one, and then you play him in the Liverpool one.
Yeah, so you play 90 in the United, 90 in the Liverpool, play 50 to 60 in the other one, and then rest him in the FA Cup game.
Yeah. So that's probably
it's versus Luton. Like I think it's like Oscar
so
Bob
they won't need it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So because of that, I think he will play Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's the truth.
But we're trying to predict Pep here.
I know
so it's not a very rewarding game.
I know. We tried this game, we didn't. We weren't successful, but to be honest, we kind of did get Pep somewhat right in terms of we thought Kyle Walker will play that right spot. He did play both games in the right spot and all of that.
Yep.
It's just that the KDB one was a bit unfortunate. We also did think that Alvarez will be a good minutes player.
Yeah,
was a good minutes player.
But I think we both realized that after we sold him.
Yeah, I know. Apart from the penalty in which we kept him in.
Yeah, I mean Alvarez didn't score that many points, but he would have been a good pick because he got so many minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, City. I guess if you have them, you keep them. And
I just want to add that if you watch the City game today, they were desperately lacking a final ball. So many times Kyle Walker got the ball and he just can't cross very well. And they were really missing KDB in today's game.
I
So
know.
I don't know if that'll
Yeah,
maybe Pep will think it's important to play.
yeah, because
Because
like
Bournemouth are pretty okay
yeah,
defensively at home.
yeah. Bournemouth defensively, um, they're not too bad. They're like 3, 6, 7, seventh defensively.
Seventh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
I
too
bet
bad.
if you filter for just home, it'll look a lot better.
Probably. Haven't done that yet, so might
Because
maybe.
even when I'm looking at them on Understar right now,
Yeah.
even when Liverpool scored 4 against them, they only conceded 1.4 XG.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's not too bad. So Bournemouth are, and also now City need to win this game if they want to have
Yeah.
any hopes of like title and all of that.
Pretty much.
So it's a must-win game for them. So yeah, City good still for this week. City versus United is going to be the way United are playing right now. There's going to be so many chances because
Yep,
United are
for both
so
teams.
exactly. United are playing
Yeah.
very transitional, like full up down football. So there's going to be so many chances for both teams. Arsenal versus Newcastle.
Yo, let's talk captaincy.
Oh, okay. We'll
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, so
yeah,
let's talk about the
let's
fixture.
do the Arsenal and then we'll talk captaincy as
Yeah.
well. All right.
So I mean, like I stick to what I said before. I think Newcastle are going to get smashed.
Yes.
I bet the betting odds would say this is the highest scoring game.
Ooh. Maybe.
I
Actually,
bet.
let me see if I can find that. That's actually a good point. I think I can find that.
Or maybe the Sheffield game, but I think it'll be this game. It wouldn't have come out yet.
Oh no! I have it for you.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah. Okay, let me. This is live editing, people. Live editing. Duplicate here. Put it on. And we switch back. Alright, okay, here's your odds.
Oh, perfect. Oh, I was right. 2.5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, they do expect Newcastle to get something. I won't be surprised. I do think Newcastle can score against this Arsenal team potentially. Even though Arsenal have been defensively really good, I think they'll get a goal somewhere potentially.
Yeah, I mean, like a 4-1, 3-1, nobody would be surprised, right?
Yeah.
Which is basically what this is saying.
Yeah, true. That's the thing. So Arsenal, this is why I'm like wondering Arsenal midfield players. With regards to that, I think Arsenal midfield is pretty good.
Okay, now that we've seen this,
Yes.
let's talk captaincy.
Okay.
Is it Haaland captaincy clear?
Yes, I still think I'm slightly on Haaland captaincy. I did, however, before I had this podcast, I recorded a pod for Fantasy Football Scout with the other Karan, who you met before.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And he has the bus captain on Saka.
Oh, okay. Well, much like my namesake, I think I'm also leaning towards Saka. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I'm, but only slightly. I think I'm 60-40 Saka.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I've got Saka as the vice captain for the moment, but it's close.
See, okay, the thing here, right? Arsenal might be projected to score more goals, but Haaland is going to score a greater percentage of the 2.4 than Saka is.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the one thing with City. He is most likely going to get the end of the
But Saka probably has more minutes.
Yes. Although Saka has been getting subbed recently. Or is that me?
No, that was after he scored 2 goals and an assist, and they were like 4-0 up.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of a game state thing.
Yeah, true. So
anyone else?
Very
would you consider like a Wang captain or something like
that? I mean, 2.15 is pretty good, right? This week.
It's not
but
bad. Yeah.
The one thing is, ideally, when I put my armband on someone, I want it to be a penalty taker, if possible. And we don't know whether Hwang is still the penalty taker or not. But we know Saka and Haaland are penalty takers. And also, I'm kind of more confident when like the big team player who has a good fixture as well this week. I don't really want to like go too maverick. I like in these specific situations, owning the player is equally good as like even if you don't captain him, because you're still going to get the points from him. Unless it's Haaland, because his year is just going to be through the roof. So if you don't captain him, you don't get anything, unfortunately. But everyone else, you potentially get something.
Yeah, I mean, I think if both Saka and Haaland had much worse fixtures, then it
Yeah,
could have
then maybe
worked.
in 28 or something, then there is a problem like a talk when Haaland plays City.
Yeah.
But then the Sri Lanka will be the popular because of the double. That one.
I think we will see amongst the top 10K sample, or maybe even the elite sample.
Yeah.
I think we will see a split. I think I expect it to be like 70% Holland, and then the rest maybe Saka or something.
Yeah, fair enough. I won't be surprised. It's a good
Yeah.
fixture this week. Newcastle are horrible
Yeah.
defensively, and when I mean horrible, I think they're bottom. Are they still bottom? They were bottom last week. Team defense. Oh yeah, they're still bottom. 23 big chances considered in the last 6 game weeks.
Yeah, they're horrible defense. Yeah.
And Dan Burn, Aka is just going to run, right? Dan Burn might
I
have
mean,
to go
look,
into
Sheffield
retirement.
is only 3 above them. So.
So yeah, that kind of explains it. So Newcastle are so bad right now. They're pretty bad. And like you could say, like when you look at when I look at a team's delta, and if they're either keeping way high, like Bournemouth at 4.42 delta, or even what is the Crystal Palace at 6 delta, or Fulham at -4, then I'm like, that's a bit outlier for me. I feel like because you're not conceding the amount you're supposed to be conceding according to your XG.
Wait. So is that actual XG minus G?
Yes. No, it's goals minus XG.
It's G minus XG.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, of course. Right.
So
Okay.
So like Bournemouth have conceded more than what they should be conceding. Same for Crystal Palace. Whereas Fulham have been conceding less than what they should be conceding, which is why I think Højlund this week
and
could
Newcastle haven't considered enough.
Yeah, Newcastle are actually conceding the amount they should be conceding, which is very bad when you look at it. Because just like -1.6, that's nothing. So yeah. So it's not great.
Karan just added that Burn can get burnt on that flank.
Yeah, he might have to go into retirement.
He's been getting cooked every game.
So it's not looking good. But I think this week Arsenal options are really good as picks. Now a lot of people have double Arsenal defense. And that's why I want to kind of get I'm thinking of the extra Arsenal midfielder because it's slightly different. But yeah, Arsenal good. Next team that's good with a good fixture: Wolves versus Sheffield. Hwang, Neto, we've kind of already touched about. For those of you who asked questions in the chat as well about Hwang and Neto, I think Hwang is the pick that we're most likely liking out of the two.
I mean, I think from what I know, I think I prefer him to Neto.
Yeah, that's it. Same. And if you wanted a defensive pick, Ant Nouri, probably.
Is he nailed?
Yeah, he should be nailed.
What about Dawson?
But Ant Nouri is on the wing back. Second option.
Doesn't Dawson have some really good header?
Yeah, he does. I wouldn't put it bad. I wouldn't say no. So Dawson, yeah, he should have set piece. He scored a goal against Everton, to be honest. But it's a flip of a coin between those two, to be honest. I don't see too much upside as well, where I'm definitely go.
Yeah, but is this a defender you want to own going forward?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. So not really. I probably wouldn't touch Wolves' defense.
I mean, Nouri has very minimal, expected assist threat.
I don't have Wolves' defense. Oh, it's a mid-table defense. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong chart. Wolves is actually lower mid-table defense. So yeah, no, not gonna touch Wolves. Cool. So final one: West Ham versus Brentford.
I mean, West Ham are trash. I have Tony.
Happy
to own Tony.
I bought in.
He didn't get too much today. I think City were really good defensively today.
Yeah.
But against Liverpool, Tony looked good. Yeah,
and
Tony looked like everything went through Tony.
Against West Ham, he's going to have even more chances.
Yeah, West Ham are another very, very transitional team.
Yep.
They're this game will be like possible.
Yeah, that's the thing. So should be good for West Ham. I mean, for Brentford. I bought in Region. I bought him for the double, but not focused on the double. I was more focusing on this fixture because of with him on set pieces.
He looks good, man. He's very attacking.
So the fact that I went away with 5 points, I'll take it from the double. So I'm happy to start Region in this game. Hopefully he'll get some attacking returns. We'll see. But yeah, Brentford looking good, and I think Brentford should be winning this game. Oh no, they have Westham to win it. Maybe because they're at home. Most likely a draw. But I think Brentford might. We'll see. The odds
Yeah,
favor
I mean,
Westham slightly.
Brentford's injuries are still
A
an issue
problem.
for them, right?
Yeah.
They're not anywhere near as organized as we're used to seeing them.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
Flecken looks good.
Mm.
Flecken, he looked like the
Made
worst keeper
so
in the
many
league
saves. Yeah.
like 6 game weeks ago, but he has really turned it around.
Mm.
Yeah,
So he's
he looks
getting a lot
super
of points.
solid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think Flecken,
yeah,
pretty good option as well for anyone who
yeah.
is looking. So yeah, I guess that's basically the fixtures. Captaincy were between Saka and Haaland. For anyone
Yeah.
who's chasing, I think Saka is a good bet this week for anyone chasing, to be honest. Now, just a quick one with the fixture tickers for the future fixture tickers. So we'll know the FA Cup results before Gameweek 27 deadline. So for those
Mhm.
of you who at least are thinking of rolling a transfer, it'll be a very advantageous position to be in. I personally, I'm going to get 11 out, but if I was to have, I don't know about you, but if I was to be in a position where I had my full 7 attackers playing, and I had 2 defenders and not 3, I don't know if I would use a transfer this week to bring in a 3rd defender, or I would just play with like 10 and just wait for 27 to see what like the 2 fixtures are like.
Yeah. I think, like you said, 2 fixtures in 27 is a big deal.
Yeah. So,
2 transfers.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that because it's like that Jota spot which is open,
Yeah.
there's like a midfield spot, and I'm like, there's so much points to be gained this week that we need to do that transfer this week.
Yeah. So I can get out 11,
Yeah.
but I think I'm probably still going to bring in, Hwang or Odegaard for Jota, and then bench, I don't know, probably Walker. I don't really trust Walker to get 90 minutes every game.
I don't know.
What was Bournemouth's chance of expected goals scored against City in the team?
1. Which I think is kind of accurate. They haven't been free flowing attack at the moment.
Yeah. I'll probably play Pau Torres over Walker.
Yep.
Even though, just because the lower minutes.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think given that Villa at home, it's a fair assumption. Yeah. And then obviously this is the game week 34 and 37 potential doubles. Now, I tried to explain this on the team selection video yesterday, but it was quite a lot, because a lot of things are going on here.
I'll tell you right now, this shit does my head in.
Yeah, I know. So there's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
And what I took from this is that I'm just gonna wait till game week 29 is done and find out what the doubles are in 34 and 37.
Yeah.
Well,
I think what I took from this is that talking chip strat wise, I think like a game week 27 wildcard sort of makes sense for my team.
Ooh, okay, yes, fair enough.
But it also makes sense because we'll have clarity on this by then.
We won't know the exact doubles and whatnot, but we'll have a better idea of where some teams could after we get the draw for.
Yeah, but I'll at least have an idea of 29.
Yes, you'll have a definite idea of 29. Yeah.
Which is I feel like I need that to hit the wildcard button.
Fair enough. What I took from this is probably still wildcard in like 30 or 31. But if I was to bench boost, I most likely might bench boost in 37 just because of the number of higher fixtures and good teams in those.
So I have a question about that, right?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it disadvantageous to have to play your bench boost so late and sort of have to spread the money around for so late?
It depends on the enablers. That's the thing. Now, if we were to look at this, right, for example, 37, United have not great. They have Arsenal and then they have Newcastle or Sheffield United. Depends on where it could be one of the two. You would have Garnacho as one enabler potentially.
Okay, so let's have a look. So out of all of these, the highest is Chelsea, Brighton, United, Tottenham, right? Highest number of expected fixtures.
Yes.
So Chelsea, you got Palmer who's cheap.
Yep.
You get Gusto, who's 4.
Yep.
Brighton, you got Van Heck, who's 4.
4.1 now. Yeah. Adingra, who's also pretty affordable.
Adingra.
Pascal Gross, pretty affordable. You have Garnacho, like we just mentioned. Hoyland is
Yep.
also like just only 7.2, so still a pretty affordable striker. The thing with this is and then
You can probably
Spurs.
get Verbruggen or something.
Yeah, like Spurs, right? Heung-min Son is probably what you want, but you have Richarlison also, who is very affordable for the
Yeah.
moment, 7 million midfielder. So it's not too bad. And also one thing I noticed is in 37, Arsenal's double, if they're very low likely to get a double in 37 for Arsenal. They're not going to have too many Arsenal players come that moment.
But you want Arsenal all the way, right?
Potentially,
Because they're going to
maybe.
fight for the title.
Yeah,
the
but you
whole
won't be
way.
triple Arsenal, right? You'll be just like double Arsenal. Saka
I
and
mean, if they continue playing like this, you'll be triple Arsenal, right?
Maybe if they continue scoring 4 and 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't want to destroy my team trying to
No, that's right. So I'm open to playing depending on where they land. I'm open to playing the bench boost either 34 or 37. Maybe leaning towards 37 because if I don't play the free hit in 29, I kind of have to decide where to play the free hit, whether it's 37 or 34.
So so here's an alternative chip strat, which actually my friend Roy, who's in the chat, he thought of it. If you wildcard 27 and pack your team full of Luton and Bournemouth players, then you bench boost 28.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you bench boost 28, and then you will have to free hit 29 to deal with that.
Yes, unless the FA Cup fixtures go kindly to you and Bournemouth have a fixture in 29.
So you wouldn't decide on this until you know the fixtures.
Yeah.
But based on what we know today, when I looked at the EV of this in FPL review, that was higher than the
30-31.
The 34-37 free hit bench boost strat. But that's because FPL review takes these fixture probabilities and multiplies that by the expected value. But once you get a clearer picture, maybe that'll change.
Maybe.
But based on what we know today, based on the average probability for my team, it looked like there was more EV to do it now.
So wildcard 27.
And I'm sure part of that is the solve, not having to worry about optimizing for all those transfers.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one problem with the bench boost.
Because we have 7 transfers, right? Between now and the end of the season, right? 7 transfers is not enough to navigate and also stack your team with bench boosters for 37.
That's once you that's right. If you play your wildcard in like 30, 31, you'll have about 7 transfers to navigate as well. Yeah, and also have a bench that's ready to play in 37 if needed.
Yeah.
That's the
but
one.
Then if you find yourself having to get rid of too many Arsenal and stuff, I don't know, that doesn't seem amazing. Do you have a fixture ticker all the way to the end?
No, not on these slides at the moment. I can get one for next week when we have more clarity, but not at the moment. So kind of wait and see. I think after 26, once the FA Cup, most of the FA Cup fixtures are done, we'll have way better idea of like what's happening, to be honest. So that's the fixture ticker, and this is the FA Cup potential probabilities, but we'll know it next week anyways. And then when you can play your chips, Super Captain still in 28 now for the moment. Bench boost, I've highlighted 34, 37, but I should probably now add 28 as well here to a bench boost.
No, I mean, because the point is that the teams that are doubling have all cheap assets.
Yes.
So you can bench boost without having to spread out your team value.
Yeah, that's the thing. So probably might edit this table for next week's episode as well.
However, it means that you will have to free hit 29.
Yes, you force yourself into free hit unless the FA Cup fixtures run nicely that year. Then
most likely.
So those are the current situations that we're in. And last 6 game week team attack: Liverpool on top, Arsenal second, City third, Luton fourth, Villa fifth, and Spurs are sixth. United have improved as well slightly. They've gone up a bit.
Luton fourth.
Yeah, Luton just because of the amount of times they attacked.
Okay, I mean I respect them going down, not going down without a fight.
Yeah, exactly. They're just at it. And then Crystal Palace at the bottom, West Ham at the bottom, which is why I'm like not interested with West Ham assets.
Adebayo still injured?
Don't know. Good question. Not really sure.
Okay.
Crystal Palace bottom, West Ham bottom, Burnley bottom, Forest bottom as well. and then Sheffield United down as well. And then team defense, Arsenal right on top, Forest on top
But
as
also
well.
look at the minutes per XG between Arsenal and the second team.
Yes, it's insane.
It's twice as much. Insane defense. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Arsenal defense is like
this is one of the best defensive teams we've seen in the Premier League for ages.
Yeah. I've never seen like a number like this. I don't think I've seen like 199. It's insane for the last 6 games.
1 XG per 200 minutes played. That's ridiculous. 1 XG every 2.
Which is why the double Arsenal defense makes sense. But the Arsenal attack is also so good right now. So this is where you pick your sides and pick your battles.
You think this is the year?
I don't want to say it in. I'll wait.
Yeah.
But Roy, as an Arsenal fan, must be happy.
This might be the year.
Yeah. Forest second. City third. Brighton fourth. Everton. I guess Everton are fine. That makes sense. Then at the bottom, Newcastle, West Ham, Burnley, Sheffield. 4 teams that you want to target right now. And Brentford as well. Pretty open team. But
West Ham's down there. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good for my Tony pick.
Yeah, West Ham and Newcastle have cemented that last 2 spots for the last couple game weeks.
Yeah.
They're just stuck there. Karan, 99 points, obviously with a -8 though, but still pretty good because he had Walker as well as a 12-pointer. Could have had another assist if he wasn't offside, but it is what it is.
He also got a yellow card in the last 5 minutes.
He did. And
losing his BPS.
Exactly. Yeah. So you missed out a few options there, but you still have Robertson and Kelleher for the upcoming game against Luton. So you could potentially still.
Yeah, but you just told me that Luton's a top 4 attack.
I know.
Yeah.
I do expect them to score, yes.
Yeah.
And Liverpool are not that great of a defense compared to. So yeah, do expect.
Yeah. So.
But still, you could potentially hit 100-pointer. We'll see.
So I'm obviously hoping for a Liverpool clean sheet and Darwin, Salah benching.
Yep.
I don't know either of those, but I think it's very unlikely. I think Salah will probably play.
Yeah.
Jota's injured.
We'll have to wait and see. And then Karan is saying Adebayo is out. Oh, also everyone, please get in your questions because we'll get to your questions now as well. So for the podcast who's listening, Kelleher in goal, Robertson, Walker, Gabriel, Saka, Richarlison, Foden, Jota, Watkins, Haaland, Tony, Garnacho, Alex Moreno, and Pau Torres, as well as Dubravka on the bench. So you're kind of well set up for 26.
Oh yeah, so I have a full playing squad for 26. I
Yeah.
have good players for 26.
Without making a transfer as well.
Yeah, but I'm probably going to because I want to get rid of Jota.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's only going to go down in price, and both Wang or Odegaard are okay options.
Yep, fair enough. And I added Royce here because I thought Roy will be here, but Roy isn't here. But his team was Dubravka, Gabriel, Doty, Estupinan, De Bruyne, Foden, Saka, Luis Diaz, Garnacho, Haaland, Watkins. And on the bench he has Leno, Shah, Dalot, and Solanke. 12-pointer.
Solanke lost. Ouch.
I know, it is what it is. As someone who's competing with Roy in a mini league, I'm quite happy. Unfortunately,
I mean, everyone he played made sense.
Yes.
Garnacho could have had a 15-pointer.
Yeah.
He had an extremely active game against Luton. I was stressed benching him. Yeah.
Same. But I had to do it because I had other players.
Yeah.
And then that's my team: Dubravka, Doty, Gabriel, Region, Diego Jota, De Bruyne, Saka, Foden, Haaland, Watkins, Darwin. And on the bench I've got Areola, Garnacho, Pedro Porro, and Brentford.
I think Doty might get you a 2-point haul.
Oh, I'll take a 2-point haul and not like a 0 or something. To be honest, I'll take a 2-point.
Yeah.
But if it does come in with an assist somewhere, because Luton are very good attacking, I'll take it. I'll take anything above 2 points or even 2 points. Nothing below that, please. So yeah, that's my team. Obviously, Jota will be moving out this week, either for a Hwang or an Odegaard. Is probably where I'm at. And then before we go to the panel team, a few Q&As. John, welcome. He also mentioned disappointing double game week. Missed all the returns of selling Odegaard for double game week players. Oh well. Also asked about
I did the same.
Yeah.
I sold Odegaard for Jota or something.
And then
it's been horrible.
Yeah. He asked what about Sarabia? I think we kind of prefer Hwang and even Neto slightly over Sarabia potentially.
To be honest, I don't know enough.
Okay, so Hwang at the moment at least for Wolves.
Hwang, yeah.
Roy, your friend, mentioned Mitoma as an option, which we kind of shot down because we weren't interested with Brighton and their
Yeah.
rotation.
I mean, I'm in a mini league with Roy, so
Okay.
I encourage him to pick Madonna.
These are the mini league competitions that we have here.
Yeah.
John says, I would not be surprised if Sheffield win after continuous streak of goals and losses. We'll see. Against Wolves, I think Wolves are still pretty good, but anyways. Simon, Jota plus KDB to Salah plus Su. Please don't go and get Salah. I don't know why people are going and getting Salah. Salah is like the second most, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
he's going to Salah.
Yeah,
right?
going to Salah.
Yeah.
Salah is the second most transferred in player.
Yeah, but people know what he can do.
I know,
No.
but he is potentially injured. One.
Oh, yeah. No, but wait. Wait.
Yeah.
I don't think he's injured. I had a look at the Twitter account that said that. It's
Yeah.
like it's some rumor Twitter account.
I
Like
don't know.
I wouldn't.
But
I
then
wouldn't take
even
it
then he has the
seriously.
blank in 29 and City.
I mean, if you're going to play a chip to deal with 29,
Yeah.
it's fine, right?
Fair enough. I don't know. I'm not as this thing about it, like encouraged.
I just don't think KDB is worth the money. So
yeah, fair enough. Would you do it Jota plus KDB to Salah plus maybe Huang or something?
Can you afford that?
I don't know. Maybe.
If you can afford that and you know Salah's
possibly.
fit, then yeah, I think that's a great move.
Yeah, I think you should be able to, because Huang is like 5 point something. So that's about 3 million that goes on top of KDB, which should bring you close to it. Maybe. Potentially you could.
If it doesn't cause problems for you in 29.
Yeah, that's what. I don't mind it if you want to. Although even then, I'm still not as sold on Salah, but yeah. Because I'm probably, I don't know, depends. I feel like transfers are so precious that I'm willing to focus on others.
I mean, they play Forest away in
Yes.
27.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But Forest are defensively good these days.
Defensively good, but Liverpool are
attackingly better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's Karan, your namesake, says Doku curse finally got broken. No, it didn't. Doku is still pretty bad for Haaland. Will KDB play on Saturday? Maybe. I think so.
We talked about this earlier in the pod. I think
we expect
my personal consensus was probably.
Yeah, we expect him to. And then we'll wait to see Champions League results from Arsenal just to avoid any injuries. Yes. Fang has a goal in him, maybe brace potential. And then Burn can get burnt. And then Adiba is out. And Martinelli is overrated.
Just had to get in a stab at the end. I think maybe as a FPL pick, Martinelli is not as good as he used to be because he keeps pretty wide these days.
I mean, I still don't mind him, but I think like Saka and like maybe
Odegaard's better.
Yeah. So also Martinelli minutes sometimes tends
also
to
Trossard's better.
Yeah, fair enough. Especially for the value.
Panel team? Let's have a look.
Yes, let's do it. Panel team, which I forgot to bring up, which I will do now. I can. Yes. Let me bring it up. So, panel team, 87 points. And rolled one transfer. Panel team had Neto, Doty, Gabriel, Robertson, Saka, Jota, Foden, Barkley, Haaland, Alvarez, Watkins. On the bench, we had Areola, Garnacho, Estupinan, and Alex Moreno. I think we got that bench pretty decently. We have Ross Barkley and Doty and Robertson to go.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad for the penalty.
In a pretty good spot. Did we take a -4 in this?
No, right? We actually rolled a transfer, which means we have 2 free. We didn't roll a transfer. We just did one transfer. We didn't take a -4. We have one free transfer, but before that, the team for this week.
Yeah, let's go to pick team. Yeah.
Actually looks.
Yeah, Garnacho must play.
Yes. I think Estupinan we probably need to think about selling. Maybe.
Yeah.
Between Neto and Areola.
Areola shit. Yeah, but sure, Areola.
Because of the picture.
It has to be Areola.
Yeah.
Neto might get some save points.
Okay, so now we need to make a transfer. Jota
this is the type of game where like a keeper scores like 10 points against City if they keep it clean.
Yeah, yes. If they keep it clean.
Man, I just know Ariel is going to get 1 point. Like we probably should
just do it. We play risky here.
Just play Neto.
All right, so Jota out.
Okay, so this is the risky team, right?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we wait for Arsenal Champions League
Yeah, to
and
finish.
get Trossard.
Okay, we'll get Trossard in for Jota here.
Yeah, Trossard for Jota, and then can we? Oh, we only have one transfer, right?
Yes.
Estupinian.
Yeah, we can move. We can do. Oof.
But is there any good option to move straight to?
Not for this week. Not worth for a -4, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
All the Arsenal defenders. Yeah, we don't have an Arsenal spot.
So we're going to get that Trossard right for. So yeah.
Yeah.
Captaincy, Haaland or Saka? Which way do we want to switch? Keep it simple for this one, or
Probably Saka for the panel team.
all right. Panel team has.
I don't think there's much in it.
All right. Saka
We'll
boy.
check the expected points closer to the date, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect there to be too much in it.
All right. Saka is there. Panel team is at 205k. Doing really well. Love
Nice.
both of us at this point. So
Yeah.
here we are.
This happened last year as well,
I know.
and I really do think the
playing-
lesson from it is that like we should take more risk.
Yeah, I know, probably.
And it's just too easy to be too cautious with it.
Yeah, fair enough. So this is the panel team. We'll see how it goes after tomorrow's game. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all we've got. So thank you to everyone who joined. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And we'll be live for the deadline stream this week on Saturday as well. But until then, thank you all for watching. I might make a free hit video. For anyone who wants a free hit video, I might potentially make one. Put it up tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Any final things, Karan, before we go?
No, that was good. Yeah, that was good.
Fair enough. Okay, I've almost lost my voice after 2 podcasts today. So thank you all.
I'm praying for Liverpool clean sheet, Salah blank, Darwin blank.
I'm praying for Darwin to miraculously even appear from the bench and score a goal.
I'm praying for Jota to miraculously
that's not gonna
recover
happen.
and come back.
Unfortunately, that's like a dream, but that's sadly unfortunate.
Yeah.
An Alfie Doherty goal or an assist even. I'll take it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you all on the deadline stream on Saturday. Peace out, everyone.
See you, everyone.